What's up, gamers? This is Wood, and right now we are going to break down the Pirate Path event. Now, I recorded this video once already, and I accidentally uploaded it, and apparently it didn't render properly, so I'm gonna have to re-record this whole thing, unfortunately. So, here we go again. So let's try to break down what you might want to do for this event. Now, if you're looking purely just to complete the Titan event for the minimum amount of points, this is the lowest point value path you can take here. It is the straight down path, and that will get you the minimum 150 points. It's actually 160, so you get an extra 10. And the total cost for that is 17,000, which equals about 4 sacred shards, just under that. But bear in mind, we do get a free sacred shard from the shop. I can't see it anymore because I've already picked it up, but it is a free sacred shard worth of points, to be exact. You get 4,500 points for free, so we can -1 from the sacred shard here, so that equals about 3 sacred shards total, purely just to get the Titan event done. Now, if you're looking to get Edward, we can walk through how we get just Edward. And if we're completely ignoring Titan event points, this is how you get Edward the cheapest way. My apologies. Is you come down here, you grab whatever reward you want, you grab the 600 energy, and I'll explain why the energy is better in a moment than this celestial crystals. Then you grab the chaos ore, then you unlock with your free key, and then you grab Edward. Now, the reason why I go for the 600 energy instead of the 50 crystals, despite the point value being lower for the crystals, is purely because you can reinvest this energy back into champ training, and I believe you're going to get a higher return on points that way. So essentially, going down this path, you're getting, just imagine the 600 energy as like bonus points for free, right? So the breakdown for this is the 77,500 energy points rather, and the 17 sacred shards. And if we -1 from that, that's 16 sacred shards in total. If we minus the 1 worth of sacred shards you're going to get from the free points. So in general, this is pretty cheap for a champion event. I think Leonardo was 25 sacreds, if not more. I know he's a void champion, but in terms of like actual Heroes Path champions, this is pretty cheap in general. So if you're looking to pick this guy up, this is probably the best way to do it, of course, because he's guaranteed. But if you're on the fence and you have the shards, it's a cheap one. I would recommend doing it, but again, he's not a massive splash of a champion, so you do not have to go for this guy. But if you're a bit of a collector like I am free to play, so I can only do so much. But you could go for this guy. Okay, so what if we want Edward and the points? Well, the cheapest way to get Edward and the necessary points for the Titan event is simply just to grab these 2 rewards here. Now, these 2 rewards are going to give you the 160 Titan points that you need, but that's going to add a bit more onto your point total here, adding up to 87,000, and a total of 19 brought down to 18 from the free points of sacred shards. Now, what if you wanted to grab the soul and just Edward? So we go back down here, get the key, get Edward. Now you need to pick up these crystals so you can grab a second key, and then you have to go all the way back over here, grab one of these 2 rewards. I'm going to go for the cheapest one, grab the lock, and then the soul. Now this is going to cost you a total of 149,500 points, equaling the 33 sacred shard total, which is brought down to 32 in total. And that's the minimum points that you have to get in order to grab both Edward and his soul. Now, if you want the Titan points, you're going to have to pick up these 2 again. That's going to bring you to 35 sacred shards, brought down to 34 because of the free points. So it's quite expensive if you want to go for everything here. I honestly wouldn't recommend most people doing this. Edward isn't good enough to be worth this much investment, but of course, if you're going for the soul and you're going for Edward, that's how much it's going to cost. Now, if we then move on to if you wanted to grab all the Titan points because for some reason you missed out on events, I would go this way. You're going to have to go this way, and then you're going to have to grab the key, unlock it, move yourself, sorry for the Discord notif, guys. Move yourself down to the gems or whatever points. I'm going to put myself on Do Not Disturb real quick so you guys don't keep getting flashed. Grab yourself the Mortal Soul Stone, crystals, points, or points. This is how you get all the points. That's going to cost you 10, 10 and a half, closer to 11, brought down to roughly 10 sacred shards here with the free points. If you're like me and you've already pulled Edward, this is a very small minority of people, so I've left this till last. But as you can see, I've pulled him by accident. This wasn't on a progressive or anything, it was just completely random. This is the path you could take. For me, I'd go for the soul coins, starstone, energy, points. Then I'd go for the second points, and then I'm personally going to grab the immortal soul stone for the purposes of the video. Let's grab the cheaper one. Key, Edward, soul, and that's it. And if you're just going for the soul plus the points, that is 17 total, brought down to 16 sacred shards. Me personally, I'm going to try champ train my way through as many of these sacreds as possible. I recommend everyone else does the same. It's a very easy event to farm. Don't go pulling on the first day. My shard opening video is going to come out later this week because I'm going to pull later this week, and I recommend everyone else does that. Finally, last thing to talk about is who should you lock in for the progressive chance. If you're doing voids, Bayek is the obvious choice. Sugra sucks, so if you've got both these champions already, both Bayek and Pontiff, I would still go for a second Bayek, honestly, because Suga is just not very useful. And if you're going for sacreds, I skipped the Cassandra fusion, so I'm picking Cassandra. But if you don't have one of these assassins, everyone has Ezio, so I wouldn't pick Ezio if I were you. Go for one of the assassins that you don't have. If not, you could lock in Cupidus or Helios, but honestly, I would just remove this, frankly, because neither of these champions are particularly good. I'd rather have the like a higher chance of pulling something else, right? You're just locking yourself into having a higher chance of pulling a bad legendary. Cupidus is okay, Helios is okay, but they're just not really anything to write home about. So I'd just actually do nothing if I were you. And yeah, that's going to be it for the video. Quick news about the channel. I'm currently doing an account takeover for Mad Redneck, who commented on the video that I posted about 20 minutes ago that was rendered improperly, so now I've had to re-record it to fix some information, and honestly, I just really wanted to redo the video, so that's where we're at. I'm also going to post another video about how you can stack up these prism crystals, as well as these prism jewels for future pulls, and you can unload them all at once. It's not very well known, so I thought let's make a video about it. And yeah, that's about the lot of it. Just remember, you only need 150 points from this Titan event if you've already completed every other event and you plan to complete the rest of events that are coming up. That'll be all from me. Thanks so much, guys. It's a short one. I'm going to keep it short. But yeah, I'll see you in the next.